making a start on the drive, spreading out the what are they called? Scrapings. Spreading out the scrapings. What I find is I loosely throw them around and then use the big broom and sort of fills in the gap. Seems to work quite well. Oh, it's getting warm too. It's getting warm now. What is it? 11 o'clock. So, sad day. It's a sad day. The tree men have been in again on the road, and because we had a couple of trees, they took down a couple of trees there. They're ashes, and talking to the guy, he says they take them down as a precaution. They may have a bit of dieback, but if they're leaning towards the road, they take them down. But he's, you know, he's an experienced guy, and he was saying he's never seen an ash tree actually come down. He said they start to lose branches and things like that. He said, but I've never actually seen one come down, and so that was quite reassuring, really. So it doesn't look like they're going to cut any more off along the road. So we've lost four. We've lost 4 trees along there. So yeah, good job we planted several hundred trees then. But and the other thing I've done today, I've just made a couple of troughs. Go across here. A couple of troughs for the yurt stand. This is where the lotus bell's going here. That's covered. Those pallets. Just put thick plywood over the pallets. Put the lotus bell on there. And it's all wildflowers grow all the way around it, which is lovely. And so while I was watching the guys cutting the trees down, I was doing this. So this is where the yurt will go. I know all the grass looks really tufty because it wasn't cut at the end of last year, so it's all tough, but it will all be mowed back and then left to grow nicely again. But at the moment it's all lumpy bumpy. So what we've got, so the deck for the yurt, and then along these little troughs, there's one along the side there and one there, which I've actually painted in black so it matches in now, and they're going to be planted with wildflowers and things. So around, like with the lotus bell, there'll be lovely wildflowers growing around them, around the decks. And of course we've got all this screening willow gone in here, so that will screen it from up the top. And just waiting, you can hear, just now we need a few dry days. Let this squelchy, look at it, let it dry out. It usually within a week or two, a couple of weeks, it's pretty dry, and then we can get the diggers in to start here. So we've got the drainage to go in. This is going to come down the field, and then over there will be the waste treatment plant, which will then drain off down the ditches into the river. So we've got a plan. But no, we're now waiting really on, still got bits and pieces to do, but it's waiting for this ground to dry out. And once it dries out, then we can really crack on. So we had a good booking the other day, or I hope so. It looks like we might have rented the whole thing out for a weekend with our church. So we're just waiting to hear back on that. But that'll be nice. So we've had a couple of bookings, a lot of interest. I think it's people are still just waiting to see what happens. I know they keep saying in the papers, oh, you know, everyone's booked up and what have you. I checked with some others. People have got bookings, yes, but you know, they're not all booked up, because I get a bit worried about that sometimes. Anyway, back onto the shoveling. Keep shoveling the gravel, that's what I say. Next day, another gorgeous day up here. The sunshine is just lovely. So we've got, oh look, that's where the trough is going to go there. So we're going to plant, I'm not going to plant on that yet, and then put some screening in behind the fence there, because a camper van pitched behind that. But with some lovely flowers and things growing out of that. But it was a busy day yesterday. It was managed to shift a whole dumpy bag full of scalpings, put it down on on the stone, on the hardcore. When you get a bit of rain on it, it washes away and it looks a bit more natural like that. Some dodgy transportation of a couple more rails. I think it's alright. Seems secure. So did all this, absolutely knackered yesterday, and then all the bark. Dinah did the second half of that right the way down. We probably need another bag or so down the bottom, but Dinah did all the rest of that yesterday afternoon. So today I'm going to finish off this car parking area, and then down the bottom the raised beds, and a few other little bits and pieces I'm going to fertile around with. Okay, so but this is it is so lovely. The birds twittering away, the lorries are rolling, but can't be helped. It's not too bad. It's not too busy here, to be fair, and the ground is getting a bit firmer. I think we might be able to break out the John Deere the weekend. Yeah, definitely getting firmer. See what it's like down the bottom. Okay, onwards and upwards. Right, it's clouded over a bit now. Sound of the 80s in my ears at the moment. So help me get through the day. So finish off the car parking area. So basically put these rails in, stop cars driving off, in case they drive off into the ditch. So just put those rails along there. That will hopefully take care of that. And then we'll get down the bottom. It's starting to dry out a little bit, not quite as squelchy as it was yesterday. But shame the sun didn't stay out. In fact, it's quite chilly. Also, another job today. Built 2 raised beds. So they're just waiting to fill with soil. We'll grow some wildflowers and vegetables, all sorts in there. Another one to go there. Then that's come out quite good actually. Quite good. And so all in all, been a very productive day. Still waiting because we're waiting for all the groundworks before I can really sort of crack on with everything. But the other job I did it a little bit yesterday and finished off the day with some steps down to the stream. So at the moment there's a little path down to the stream here. So you get down to the stream down there. It's quite nice actually. There's some beach, but there's like gravel and that along there. Anyway, get down to the stream there. Oh, and then here's my other. So, because in the summer there's I can set up rope there. There's a hammock that goes across there. You step on that. What's it called? And to get on the hammock. So this goes down and it goes around the corner there. But no, I was quite pleased with that. And that little bridge there is just hooked on to some scaffolding poles, so I can take it up if I want. So all in all, a very productive day. Going to have our jabs tomorrow. So I dare say I won't be up here tomorrow. And but yeah, no, it's good. It's very good. So hopefully have a bit of a restful weekend, and yeah, I don't think there's much else I could do till the guys come in to do the groundworks. Anyway, catch you later. Bye.